First at noon, live pictures of the federal courthouse in Fort Pierce, where jury selection for the man accused of attempting to assassinate then presidential candidate Donald Trump has been pushed back until this afternoon. Thank you for joining us at noon. I'm Tiffany Kenny.
And I'm Nathalie Pozo in for Stephen Graves. We are learning several new details as this high-profile trial gets underway. From the security surrounding this trial to what was said in court this morning that created questions. We have team coverage for you this afternoon. We want to start with our co-anchors Aaron Guy and Felicia Rodriguez leading our coverage from Fort Pierce. Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon. The trial of Ryan Ruth has been pushed back until this afternoon at about 1:30.
Our Caleb Califano was one of 5 reporters allowed inside the courtroom this morning as attorneys all met with the judge along with Ruth, who is of course representing himself. And now that they've been on a recess right now, the big focus around the questions that Ruth wanted to ask to some of the potential jurors. I want to go to Caleb Califano to explain what it was like inside that courtroom and what some of these questions were. Caleb?
That is right. Well, as you said, I was one of the few reporters inside of Judge Eileen Cannon's courtroom this morning. This time, Ryan Ruth was wearing a suit. However, both his ankles were changed from what I saw. Now, this morning's session did focus on concerns over Ruth's possible juror questions, including strange examples like whether someone would stop to pick up a turtle on the road, or questions about students supporting Palestine and even purchasing Greenland. Judge Cannon said none of Ruth's questions had, quote, any bearings whatsoever, and added that the U.S. federal attorney's questions were fair with only a few exceptions. The court also discussed witness issues, including one man leaving for Vietnam and another man from Costa Rica who, according to Ruth, will not testify because he doesn't want to be deported. Again, as you guys said, court resumes here at the federal courthouse at 1:30 this afternoon. For now, we're live in Fort Pierce. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.
Very interesting, Caleb. Thank you so much. You know, the debate over, of course, those questions, but there's also been a debate so far over witnesses that are supposed to appear and also evidence.
Yeah, a lot of talk about the evidence, of course, that Ruth wants to bring out in this trial. We do now have a list of that evidence that Ryan Ruth wants to present, some of which he will not be allowed to present when that trial begins. Let's take a look at his exhibit list. It includes items such as his Eagle Scout commendations, also 3D models of a skate park that he was involved with, and pictures of himself in the newspaper over the years. Now, Ruth also wanted to include a song about Ukraine, a letter about the country, as well as Ukrainian flags. He also wants to include this letter written before the alleged assassination attempt. While it says he had a plot to assassinate Trump, Ruth argues that it shows his peaceful intentions. Prosecutors, though, call it self-serving hearsay. The judge will only allow jurors to see the first 3 sentences of that letter. Meantime, prosecutors plan to introduce dozens of Ruth's text messages, as well as his internet searches, including one asking for an RPG or Stinger missile launcher, and another seeking the daily location of Trump's plane. Documents show the government is preparing to show jurors this rifle they say he carried onto Trump International Golf Club. We're also learning about the witnesses each side is expected to present during the trial.
Also coming with some controversy. We were able to go through the witness list. Take a look. This is what we found. We'll start with the government's witness list, stacked with more than 40 federal agents and Palm Beach County deputies, FBI digital forensic examiners, Secret Service specialists, and weapons experts, all expected to testify. Ruth, again, acting as his own attorney, wanted 24 of his own witnesses, including professors who researched the conflict in Gaza, activists, even President Donald Trump himself. And I can tell you, the Judge Eileen Cannon, denied most of those requests, saying that they are simply irrelevant.
Yeah, she certainly did. And as you can imagine, security around this perimeter, around the federal courthouse, is tight. We have seen a number of law enforcement officials. Angela Rozier is covering that part of the story for us. She joins us now. Ange?
Well, I can tell you, anyone in Fort Pierce should be prepared to see security like you see her behind me. Officials with the police department say their main role is public safety. Now, local and federal law enforcement officials, including agents with the U.S. Marshal's Office, are busy checking the grounds around the federal courthouse today. They're aware of the attention that the Ryan Ruth's trial may attract to the area. Now, the police department's role is to enhance patrols in the area throughout the duration of that trial. And as of right now, there aren't any reports of any issues or protests.
However, we're always monitoring our systems. We're intel driven, so any intelligence that comes in, we have the ability to adjust whether to ramp up or bring it down.
And he also says they are responsible for all calls for service, regardless of what's going on around the courthouse. And he also wants to let everyone know if you see anything or hear anything suspicious, immediately dial 911. In Fort Pierce, Angela Rozier, WPBF 25 News.
Angela, thank you for that.
Yeah, we're going to continue our coverage for you all throughout the day here.
And of course, we'll have the very latest coming up for you later on tonight at 4, 5, and 6. For now, though, we'll send it back to you in the studio. Nathalie?
Felicia and Aaron, thank you so much. And as you just heard Felicia say, we will have our entire WPBF 25 News team bringing you team coverage throughout the entire day and into the evening.
And now is a good time to download the WPBF 25 News app. There you can receive any breaking updates right on your phone or visit our website, WPBF.com.
Of course, the other